Okay, so for this part, we are going to talk about this section right here, which will get us our fourth and fifth x that we need. So here we have x squared plus 9 equals 0. And just a reminder, we did x squared equals negative 9. We took the square root. And we cannot do this because, oh dear. Okay. We cannot do this because of our multiplication rules we know. So, whenever we have a square root of a negative number, so we're going to make another little section right, right here. And this is going to be over imaginary numbers. The imaginary numbers is referred to as I. That is the notation for it. Let me find, here we go. Okay, so an I equals just an imaginary unit. It does not have a specific value, so in all honesty, it does not make much sense. Sorry, I have pictures on my phone of my dry erase board that I learned this on. So, okay, I squared equals negative 1, okay? So this is the definition of I if you wanted to give it one. So, that means when I is by itself, if we take the square root to get rid of that 2, we take the square root, that means I equals the square root of negative 1, okay? So let's apply this to this problem right here. How would you apply that? Well, we know that x equals the square root of negative 9. Well, 9, if we wanted to factor it out, is equal to 9 and 1, and one of those needs to be negative to follow our multiplication rules. So we know that negative 1 times 9 is the exact same thing, wrong place, as this, right? So that means x is equal to square root of negative 1 times the square root of 9, okay? So that means x is equal to, remember, we learned right that this goes back to that, and it equals I, the square root of negative 1, times, and the square root of that is plus or minus 3. So that means x equals 3i or negative 3i, which means that would be our answer right here. So since I have some time on this recording left, I have about 11 minutes, I'm going to pause it and go back to that equation you sent me, and I'm going to see if I can figure it out, and then I'll work it out on here since we know what we know now. So, okay, Kenzie, I have worked and worked and worked. Oh, okay, I need to erase all this. I don't know if this is right. I watched like 4 or 5 videos. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. And knocked my door. Okay, so this is the information that we're given. And the thing is I keep getting a decimal, so I don't know if it's the right answer, but it definitely could be. And the way I've watched all the videos, and they have all said the exact same thing. So I think it's right. So our zeros that we know that, okay. We know that we should have 3 zeros because n equals 3. So our first one, well, we're not gonna annotate it that way. But we have 2. We have 4i. Well, remember when we came up here, whenever we have our i's, we have to have a positive and a negative. So we also know that 4i is because of that. So because we have this, remember when we have zeros, this means, why is this not my entire stroke? There we go. Okay, so x, okay, this is all getting so slow. Okay, x equals that when y equals 0. So what you do is you end up setting it ends up being x minus 2 equals 0, because then if you were to solve that, add 2, x equals 2. Bam, what that is. So you're going to do that for all of them. So you end up having 0 equals x minus 2, which corresponds with that one. You have 0 equals x minus 4i. That corresponds with that one. And then you have 0 equals x plus 4i, and that corresponds with that one. So when we go to write it out, we don't know. Remember how if I come all the way up here to our greatest common factors, was it our greatest? No, it wasn't. Which one was it? Let me find it. Okay, right up here. No. Right here. Here we go. In the zeros, we knew that we had, I'm going to do this in a red marker that's pretty big so you can see it. So right here, we had an x that we were able to take out. So without knowing, oh goodness, there we go. So we don't know if we have the coefficient. So we're going to refer to the coefficient as k, okay? So we know that we have a function. We don't know if we have a k, but we know that this is a factor, this is a factor, and this is a factor, right? Okay. So now we're going to kind of multiply it out, and we're going to multiply these two out so we can simplify them. So a really easy way to do that is to make a box. You're going to write x and then minus 4i, x positive 4i. And so this represents this, and this represents, okay. You get the point. That represents that. So we have x times x is x squared. X times negative 4i is negative x 4i. X positive 4i is positive x 4i. And then, okay, so then you have negative 4i times positive 4i. That equals negative 16i squared. So we're going to take this and we're going to look at it for a second. So negative 16i squared. Well, if we go back to what we know about imaginary numbers, the square root, again, big red, the square root of I is -1. So we also know right here that I squared, I messed it up whenever we did it, so we're gonna take this, rewrite it down here. I squared equals -1. So now that we know that, you can come over here and we can say, well, this is the same as saying times -1. -16 times -1, because that's what this equals. So that equals +16. So we can write that here. So this is actually our answer. So I'm going to uncircle that one. That way we have our answer very clearly circled. Well, looking at this, we can also see -x41, +x41, those cancel. So we don't even have to worry about those. So what we're left with out of this is x squared plus 16. So that's what that equals. So now we have f of x equals k minus 2, x squared plus 16. Then we know we were also given the information that f of 1 equals 34. So we're going to plug in for f of 1. We are going to plug in for every x at number 1. And we know that that equals 34. So we have k. This equals -1. 1 squared is just 1. So 16 plus 1 is 17. And I just figured out my issue. Okay, I did do this right, and I just did my math wrong whenever I was working it out. So k times -17 equals 34. Once you divide this by -17 and you divide this by 17, k equals -2, which means that your equation is f of x equals -2 times this. So -2 times x minus 2, x squared plus 16. I hope that was so helpful for you, as I learned a lot too.